Please take your seats quickly, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you.
Hi guys, and welcome to 1minutetennis.com. In today's session, I want to talk to you about the forehand, and I want to talk to you about the different styles and different techniques that you see on the Pro Tour of the forehand, and I want to show you which is the best forehand for you and for your game. Now, the forehand can be kind of confusing because although nobody plays with the old style, sort of classic forehand, the forehand in today's game that you see by the best players in the world, there's three distinctly different forms. You have the kind of modern forehand of Federer, Djokovic, etc., with the take back here and then the nice rotation through and into the stroke. And then we have the next gen forehand with the elbow higher and the racket and elbow kind of parallel. And then the third one is a kind of inverted movement of Tiafoe and Khachanov, where the elbow is actually above the racket. This elicits two questions. Why do the players have different techniques? And more importantly, which is the best technique for you? To answer the first question, we have to understand the difference between fundamentals and fashion. You see, the top that I'm wearing, that the kids behind me are wearing, that you're wearing, they're all the same, fundamentally. There's a hole for the arms, a hole for the head, and a hole for the body. Otherwise, they don't function. Fashionably, they're totally different. And what matters is the functionality, the fundamentals. And the fundamentals of the three forehands are essentially the same. The higher elbow position changes things a little bit, but biomechanically, they're essentially the same. The raised elbow position creates a slightly better throwing action within the stroke, but is also maybe a touch more difficult to control. So, what's the best stroke for you? To find that, let's ask the question, why do the players choose these different techniques? And the reality is, it's because it's what's natural for them. We're all human beings, we're all different, and this is what's natural for them. Tiafoe's forehand is what's natural for him. Federer's forehand is what's natural for him. Tennis trainers and coaches will have helped iron out things that are wrong in the fundamentals, but in the fashionable aspect of the stroke, the player has to find their own form. So they're just playing with the stroke and the style that's natural for them. But that brings us to the second question. What's the best forehand for you? And the best way I know of finding this is to reverse engineer. So I'll just go into this direction so you can see the technique better. So I go into the first phase, my unit turn, and my left hand is just about to split from the racket. And now I'm going to put the racket into the contact position. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to reverse engineer and take the racket back all the way into the position where my left hand let go of the racket. Now I go back again. Now I reverse engineer and go back to here. If, when you reverse engineer, you take it back with the next gen position and end up here, then that's almost certainly the natural movement for you. If you actually go into the inverted position, so you go from here and move into the Tiafoe and Khachanov and some others type position like this, then that's almost certainly the natural forehand for you. And if you go from this contact position here and you go into the Federer, Nadal, classic modern forehand position, then that's almost certainly the forehand for you. It won't be precise, but it will be close enough for you to recognize which one of these strokes is the natural movement for you. And then truly you should stay with this natural movement. Doing what is natural, doing what happens automatically is a much better way of playing than artificially trying to contrive and control every movement. Now remember, the fundamentals have to be right, but if the fundamentals are right, what's left is your style. And we all have to dance our own dance and sing our own songs. Some people prefer classical music, some people prefer rock music, and some people prefer this style or that style of forehand. There's no right and wrong as long as the fundamentals are correct. I hope this makes sense. It's a great way of you actually finding the style of your stroke that's natural for you. So find it, hold on to it, and use what's natural for you. And you'll find that you can then play with less thought, and you'll play better, easier, and more free-flowing tennis. If you like my ideas, have a look at our books on Amazon. We provide detailed breakdown of the strokes with the science, the biomechanics, the physics, and then after the detailed explanations, we provide really simple solutions with great illustrations, helping you to really make change. And we also offer online coaching. It's a unique service. For more information, you can have a look at the website or you can email me for details. We're helping players in over 30 countries of all ages, all levels, all over the world. So find the correct forehand for you, whether it's the next gen forehand, whether it's the Federer modern forehand, whether it's this inverted forehand. They're all good. They're all biomechanically correct. Just find the right style for you, the natural style for you, and you'll play better tennis today. Thanks for watching and see you next time for more unique tennis lessons that really work.